Hey everyone, hello. So now we are going to discuss about some other part of that plateau area. Now we are going to discuss about this Chota Nagpur plateau. Okay, this highest peak is Parasnath. What the name? Parasnath. Okay, and situated in the northeastern part of the Indian plateau include the region of Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh and West Bengal. So Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and West Bengal, three areas are there. Consist of Ranchi plateau in the south and Hazaribagh plateau in the north. So Hazaribagh in the north and Ranchi in the south. Like Hazaribagh in the north of Chota Nagpur and Ranchi in the south, and described as Ruhr of the India, and peatland are one of the chief characteristics. Here is the peatlands. So peatland are the chief characteristic of the Chota Nagpur plateau. Now Deccan plateau. It's a Deccan plateau. The Deccan lava plateau region is the basaltic lava. Here is the basaltic lava. Okay. And this basaltic lavas include the Western Ghat, include the 16-degree north latitude plateau of the Maharashtra, and the adjoining part of the Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh is the three areas that is the Deccan plateau comprises, and there is a Telangana plateau as well. Part of the Deccan plateau comprises the interior region of the Andhra Pradesh, and north of the Krishna river is plateau of Telangana, and south of the Krishna river lying in the Rayalaseema plateau. So here is also the Rayalaseema plateau. All right. Now the Karnataka plateau. Here is the Karnataka plateau. So we are now going to discuss about this area is the Karnataka plateau. Okay, this area is the Karnataka plateau, and this area is the Deccan lava region, and Mallen and Maidan are the two physiographic regions, Malnad and Maidan. Okay, and Malnad is the hilly region and 35 km from the Western Ghat, and highest hill is Baba Budan. So Baba Budan is the highest peak of the Malnad, and Maidan is the situated the eastern part. Here is the Maidan. All right. So Maidan in the eastern part, and relatively rolling plains are there and low granitic hills are there. So here is the low hills in the Maidan region, but Malnad region is the hilly region. Fine. Now there is a western coastal plain also. So here is the Kathiawar plain coast and Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. Okay. So Kathiawar coast are the extent of Run of Kutch. This is areas Run of Kutch, Daman in the south. Konkan region is the 500 kilometer area, and the western coastal plain between the Daman and north of Goa. It is the Konkan submerges due to the vertical movement and the consequences of dissected. Coastal lowland is uneven and interspread with the river valley. Creeks and ridge are there. So there are creeks and there are some ridge on Konkan waste. And now Malabar coast. This is the Malabar coast region and extend from the Goa to the north of Kanyakumari, and the southern coastal regions receive more rainfall during the summer monsoon. So here is the southern part receive the more rainfall. We should have idea about the rainfall also. So southern part receive the more rainfall in the Malabar coast. So Malabar coast is in the Kerala and nearby area, that is the Malabar coast. This area is the Malabar coast. Okay, Goa to Kanyakumari. Here is the Goa. So Goa to Kanyakumari. This complete area is the Malabar area, and because of that Malabar area, here is the coastal line emerges, and more rainfall is there. As we know, the Malabar, lots of items are there, lots of greeneries is there, vegetable flora and fauna is there. So name is itself telling us it's Malabar. So more rainfall, more good monsoon, and everything is there. Okay, the eastern coastal part. Now we are talking about this area, eastern coastal part. Okay, so this area is the extent from deltatic plain of Ganga to the Kanyakumari, this to this. Okay, and this is the 1100 kilometer area. That was only 500 kilometer area, and eastern part is just double. It's more than double. It's 1100 kilometer area, and here was the width was only 10 to 15 kilometer width. Okay, and here is the width is 100 to 130, is 10 times. Width is just 10 times of the western area. As we see, here is 10, here is 100. Okay, now Utkal coast. One is the Odisha, there is a Utkal coast. This is 400 kilometer Utkal coast. Okay, and north of the Subarnrekha river of the Ganga to the Mahanadi delta. Now Andhra coast plain. Andhra coast plain is the Utkal plain. Pulikat lake is in Andhra Pradesh, and Krishna Godavari is river flowing towards this. Now Tamil Nadu. So this Tamil Nadu plains are extend 75 kilometer of the like length is there, and Chennai to Kanyakumari, and there is a Kaveri plain, deltaic plains, and popularly called the granary of the south. So this is called the granary, like Punjab is on the northern side and Tamil Nadu in the southern side. Now we are going to discuss some other concepts. Okay, one concept is Gulf of Kutch. So here is the Gulf of Kutch, and this is the between the Kutch and Kathiawar peninsula and western Gujarat area, and there is a potential of tidal energy generation. Now Gulf of Camby. Gulf of Camby is Kathiawar to the Gujarat, and there is a Tapi, Namda, Mahi, and Sabarmati river drainage system. Now Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar. Okay, it's in between of the Sri Lanka and India and Tamil Nadu eastern part. It's a marine biosphere reserve. Here is the Asia's biosphere reserve. So name is marine. Marine biosphere reserve is in this area. All right. Now we are going to discuss something about like kayals. Kayals are basically we found in Kerala. Okay, kayals we generally found in Kerala, popularly known as the backwater in Kerala on the Malabar coast, a chain of lakes which are connected with each or other canals. A pretty soil of backwater are called the Kari and Kerala. Okay, now Vemnad Lake. Vemnad Lake in Kerala is the largest kayal of Kerala and large size backwater of Kerala, have fertile alluvial island also. That's why 75 kilometer long and 5 to 10 kilometer width of that. Now Chilika Lake is in Odisha. Okay, and Chilika Lake is situated south west of the Mahanadi delta and enclosed by the sand pit, and sea connection are there. Largest brackish water lake in the Asia. In the Asia, that is in the Chilika Lake, and in normally largest kayal is Vemnad Lake. Okay, now Vuller Lake. So Vuller Lake is in Jammu Kashmir, and that is a freshwater lake in India. Koleru Lake in the Andhra Pradesh area, and that is a part of the sea enclosed between the delta of Godavari and Krishna. Now Pulikat Lake is also in Andhra Pradesh, like Koleru Lake and Pulikat Lake. Pulikat Lake is 60 kilometer long and 60 kilometer in widest part. So Pulikat Lake is 60 into 60 we can say. Okay, so that is situated on the southern border of Andhra Pradesh, and lagoon formed due to the enclosure of Sri Harikota Island is also on the Pulikat Lake. Now Nakki Lake, that is in Rajasthan, Mount Abu surrounded by that. Jaisamand Lake in Rajasthan, largest water lake in Rajasthan. Loktak Lake in Manipur, hydroelectrical power generation is there. An example of centripetal drainage. Sambal Lake in Rajasthan, that is border between the Jaipur and Nagaur. Okay, and sodium chloride, common salt is very important. So sodium sulfate both are there. Didwana Lake in Rajasthan, situated in Nagaur district. All right. So these some example we discussed here today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Keep watching, keep watching, keep reading, keep be happy always.